Welcome back to another episode of Cape Ann Today. I am speaking today with Rosalind Bevan, who is making her directing debut at Gloucester Stage this summer with the production of Stew. In their notes, Gloucester Stage describes Stew as three generations of women who gather at their family home to cook and honor an anniversary together. Tensions simmer with all the Tucker women under one roof, and things come to a boil as the outside world begins to intrude upon the sanctity of Mama's kitchen. Stew was a 2021 Pulitzer Prize finalist for drama. WBUR declares Stew one of the 11 theater productions to see this summer. Boston.com says it is one of the 7 productions to see this summer. Hi, Rosalind. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Heather. This is so much fun.
It's great to see you. Great to meet
Good
you.
to see you too.
First of all, this is your directing debut in Gloucester. What is home plate for you, and what's your experience felt like at Gloucester Stage?
I live in Boston. I live in Brookline, Massachusetts. I went to Boston University, and so that's what brought me out to Boston. But I am originally from Southern California in the LA area. But yeah, I went to Boston University, and once I left BU, I started working at the Huntington Theater as the casting and producing apprentice. I'm now the casting and producing associate there, so I really made my way into the Boston theater community. That's where I met Rebecca Bradshaw, the new artistic director of Gloucester Stage. She's a mentor of mine, and she worked with me at the Huntington. So that's how we met and connected and became so close. But yeah, I had brought Stew to her, a play that I connected with so deeply on the page. First time I read it, and she was looking for, just new plays to read, and as she was forming her first season. And so that's how that came to be. And then she offered me the opportunity to direct it. But my experience at Gloucester has been just honestly so uh magical. I mean, just when you get off the train in Gloucester, it's gorgeous, and I feel like I'm in a storybook. So just the location, being by the water, making art and theater in a place that is so inspiring and beautiful is the easy part, right? But just the team there, the staff there, and the team, and as well as the team we've put together, just a beautiful group of a generous and kind and open group of artists. So I couldn't have asked for a better experience at Gloucester. Yeah, it's been a dream.
Well, this is a good time to jump in. We're going to talk about the play, but tell me about the cast since you're talking right now about the team.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, this cast. Wow. They are stellar. They are funny. They are fierce. It's Cheryl D. Singleton, Breezy Lee, Sadia Dice Stevens, and Janelle Grace. They make up our Tucker family, well, it's 3 generations. There's 2 sisters and then one daughter of one of the sisters. But the 4 of them, I had worked and known them all in very different capacities, whether that was like seeing one in an audition workshop to directing one of them in a play, and then experiences with them at the Huntington as well, a couple of them. Um, they became just like gelled from day one. Are they already seem like a family. It's funny, we went out to dinner after opening, and it was like, wow, you guys really are a family. Like someone's videoing someone just like with pride of just them, singing a song or laughing and playing together, and just and that's what the text needs. Like the text needs that level of intimacy, that level of comfort to be able to fly, because the dialogue is so natural to family that they really found their groove early, which made my job so much easier too.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So tell me about the play. What do you love about the play? And tell me about the joys and the challenges of directing it. And let's remember, there's a kitchen. That's
Yeah,
got to be the hard
there's
part,
a
right?
kitchen. Yeah, so what I love about the play, I mean, Zora Howard is the playwright, and she has just written 4 just incredibly complex, uh, flawed, interesting, funny, truthful characters that I had also never read a play where I felt like my family, like the women in my life, were on the page. I was reading it. My jaw was on the floor. I had tears streaming down my face, laughing, crying. Um, there's a scene where Mama's coaching little Mama on a monologue, because she has a school audition. And that literally happened to me growing up. Like my mother was an actor and she always coached me on my monologues. And I felt like that scene was just literally a replay of my life, as well as just like the dynamics with my sisters and my siblings who I'm so close with. Zora has a way of writing just family in a way that, and Black women and women in general, that are just so, it's just so, um, just fiercely loving to them and not judgmental, but so truthful. And so that's what drew me in. And that's why I felt like I could do this play. And because I felt like I knew these people and knew this world. And I think like the challenge, I mean, yeah, there's a functioning kitchen on our set. Jenna McFarland Lord is our scenic designer, and she made a beautiful kitchen based on mine and her grandmother's kitchens from our imaginations. And there's running water. The stove doesn't work, but there's running water. And I think like the challenge is actually um is just building the arc of this play. Lots of secrets come out, lots of tensions boil, and lots of pain and history is there. That's the thing about a family play, is like you're coming in with years of history rather than a play where people are like meeting for the first time. So really crafting that journey for the four of them, I feel like is was the most challenging. And then of course, layering in like what are they doing? Like what are they mopping up? What are they sweeping up? What is the potatoes peeling? Where did the carrots go? Like of course all those things are there. But I think that's just like on the surface of
Mm,
what's going on. And my cast was just so just brought their full selves to it to really build the complexities of these women. Yeah.
mm. I love that that presentation you just gave about how intimately you're reading that text. I mean, that you are really acknowledging the fact that a family brings all that history to the stage. I mean, that's a really interesting point. It's probably a routine one for you, but that's interesting to me that you are super aware of that part when you're directing this play. Yeah, really,
Yeah, thanks.
really lovely. And I'll say that because I didn't see it because I was supposed to see it on Sunday, but I had COVID, so I couldn't go. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Reading that little intro that Gloucester Stage has, it seems like it, there's a possibility for cliche, right?
Mm.
And it sounds like it's avoided from what you're saying. There is none of that, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Like absolutely not. Just because I think what Zora's done, well, Zora's very specific with her language, right? Like she is not writing a sitcom. She is writing
Mm,
real people. And she's also writing what I feel like is really beautiful and truthful that helps us avoid that cliche is like, is this element of like love and fear, and how much we love people to the point of like being scared for them, or the point that they're scared of us, right? Like I use the analogy in rehearsal so many times. It's like when a toddler runs into the street and the mom screams like stop, the toddler is more scared of the mom's reaction than the car, right? And it's like, mom, you scared me, I'm scared. And the baby cries and the mom goes, no, I was just scared, I was just scared, right? I think that's what this play is. Like people are being loved in ways that maybe they don't need in that moment, but it's coming from a really true place. And then so now like the toddler is afraid of their mom's reaction more than they're afraid of like running into the street and the danger, right? So that's why they don't run into the street, not because the car is coming. So that's a very long-winded analogy for the play and for moments in the play, but I think like that's what we're dealing with here. It's like real truthful and complicated ways in which like our mothers love us, and our sisters love us, and women in our life love us. So and it's also chock full of the humor that comes with that truth, right? So you will laugh a lot too. I never want to say that this play is void of humor. It's so funny too, because you just like see yourself all of a sudden. You're like, oh my gosh, that was my mom, right? Or oh my gosh, that's me to my kid, or oh my gosh, that's me and my sister. um but that's what I feel like Zora is actually attacking, is and what we are attacking in this play that avoids so much of that opportunity
mm,
uh or that maybe trap of cliche. But I think that to me is the truth, right? So yeah, that's kind of my long-winded analogy there.
Not long-winded at all, and I don't think anybody could say it any better. I mean, that that is the biggest argument I could imagine for seeing this play and to understanding the genius of it. That really, it was really well said. So I'm going to leave it basically there, unless you have something else you want to tell us about this play.
No, I mean, thank you so much. I just want to say that like it's we're all in it in a different way. And I think that that's what, and then it's complicated, right? Like that it isn't all tied up with a bow, and that but there's hope and there's resilience, and the kind of work I'm drawn to is stuff that makes us leave thinking, and also thinking about ourselves. So I think, bring people with you, like, to talk about it after. Bring your family and your friends. And also, like, to me, I think this is for the people that made me, the women specifically that made me. Uh, and Zora says on the first page, this is for the women that raised us. And I think, so I just want to say it really is a tribute to those people in my life, and I hope it feels like a tribute to that for other people.
Oh, well, thank you so much, really. And I so look forward to seeing this and to meeting you in person too.
Yes, thank you so much. Gloucester is a dream.
Well, you're in New York City right now, so
Yes.
enjoy that too.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, take care. Interested in a sponsorship? Email sponsor at 1623studios.org to learn more.